Oh my god, I have finally done it. I have converted kinetic energy into bite force potential by microwaving a crankbait for 45 seconds. I think we're gonna need a different doctor. Don't sleep on this weekend. Stable weather, low pressure systems moving out, and giant bass still hanging around bluegill beds. Oh, and yeah, we're giving away a prize package worth over $100, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Bass Prediction Center, where we're tracking weather, seasonal patterns, and tournament trends to help you catch more and bigger bass. Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a late night edition of the Weekend Update. Starting off, as always, with our map, and it looks the same as it did on Tuesday, with spawn along the Canadian border, all the way through here, all the way to Idaho, and then post-spawn kicking off from the northwest all the way to the east, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, the Virginias, Maryland, Washington, D.C. if you have bass. Yeah, the Potomac River. You got bass over there, and they're in post-spawn mode right now. Early summer creeping north for sure, all the way up here to the Kansas border. Early summer patterns are starting to kick off. We're zooming on the map for no reason here, so you can't see all of it. Florida, you're going to be kicking off late summer patterns before you know it. It's getting hot down there. Same with South Texas, but everybody should be catching fish. We got a super calm weekend coming up. The Bassmaster College Series kicked off today on Chickamauga. We'll talk about that, so stay tuned for the rest of the video.
The St. Croix Bassmaster.
All right, the Bassmaster College Series presented by Strike King on Chickamauga Lake kicked off today, and these guys absolutely slaughtered them there on Chick. I know they have giant bass in there, but they caught 29 pounds, 7 ounces out of the University of Montevallo. Those Alabama kids are good, or is that in Georgia? You guys correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think that might be in Georgia. Either way, it's in Alabama or Georgia. Gage King and Shaw out of North Alabama caught them. I mean, a lot of guys from the area for sure. Chickamauga's not far from there, so really good to see them doing that. Really good tournament. Lots of big bags, lots of 20-pound sacks caught. So, guys, check it out there on Bassmaster.com tomorrow to see the finale and see which team takes it home.
Have this 8X, but waterproof tackle boxes.
All right, guys, as you know, we're having a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We're at 632 subscribers right now. When we get to 1,000, I will go back through, and anybody who has commented on a video, liked a video, and subscribed to the channel will have a chance to win this prize package just from Beyond Braid. They're sending me the stuff. I haven't got it yet, but it's going to be over $100 worth of stuff with a bunch of stuff from Skip's boat cleaning products and some other things. So going to be a really nice package for whoever wins it. All you have to do, like I said, is like a video, comment on a video, and subscribe to the channel, and we will get you entered, and we'll send it out to you. I sent out the other prize package from the 500 subscribers last week, and that guy's Wade is going to be sending me a picture of the stuff, hopefully, so we'll get it posted up here. But, guys, thanks for everything you've done so far, and let's keep this thing growing. All right, guys, looking at the SPC for Saturday, and as you can see, it's not too crazy. A little area in here in central Oklahoma that's got a slight tornado risk, but mostly just wind and hail threat. Other than that, the rest of the country is looking fantastic. You're going to see storms over here in the Virginia, North Carolina area, and some in Oklahoma and Kansas in the evening, but not going to be too bad. One of the best weekends we've had all year, and this is crazy for the 1st of June. Usually it's the whole map is painted up, so looking really good. Let's look at Sunday too. Sunday looks even better, so if you're going to fish, Sunday's the day. You got to get out there. There's some slight risk up here in the Montana-Idaho border region, Yellowstone, trout fishing, whatever you're doing up there, and then southeast Texas, you got a marginal risk here, but these are not bad at all. There's just going to be some scattered thunderstorms. We'll look at it here on the maps in just a second. All right, looking at our forecast map, and this is from earlier on Friday evening, so let's go forward here a bit. This is right now, and there are storms firing up here in New York, Pennsylvania area overnight, just bringing a lot of rain, but nothing too dangerous, nothing too severe there. As you can see, the rest of the country looking pretty good. Panhandle, Florida, getting some showers and thunderstorms there, nothing too dangerous also. But let's move into Saturday. A little bit of rain popping up here in South Dakota if you're fishing that Missouri River just east of there, Lake Louise, the Miller area. Guys, there you might see some rain there tomorrow, but nothing too bad. You should be able to get out there and fish, just have your ponchos. Florida, you're going to get rained on, but at this time of the year, all the way through the end of summer, you're used to those afternoon thunderstorms there in Florida. So just fish around them. You're going to catch some giant bass right now in that summer pattern you're fishing. And then as this moves into the afternoon, this is where you're going to have some thunderstorms pop up here in southern Kansas that are going to move into Oklahoma. And these are the ones that could be supercells and bring some hail. They're going to be elevated here Hail and winds for sure. A little bit of rain and showers over here in the east, like we said too. There's a chance for some hail and wind over here. And then maybe some rain here in parts of Colorado, New Mexico, but nothing widespread by any means. This low pressure system is moving out of here. And then as we move into Sunday, those storms kind of just linger here along the Red River and push out of there and dissipate throughout the day. And then all the way to Sunday evening, you're going to get some rain here in Arizona, which is pretty nuts in the desert. So you're not too many people bass fishing in this area unless you're on Lake Mead. But other than that, rest of the country looks fantastic on Sunday. Okeechobee Sunday afternoon is going to be wet, but everyone else looks great. As the evening rolls in, you'll have some thunderstorms here in the Carolinas and Tennessee. But again, nothing too severe. Definitely get out there and fish on Saturday and Sunday, to be honest. Could be good for both days. Just keep your eye to the weather, but otherwise it looks great. Let's look at the wind. All right, Saturday morning, this is great. Looks fantastic. No wind at all. I mean, you're talking off the coast here. It's going to be windy, 20 to 20, 30 knots, but that's out in the ocean. So as long as you're freshwater fishing, you're going to be fantastic. The whole country's 5 to 10 at the most. Maybe 15, nothing too terrible at all, nothing that will keep you off the water. You're going to have some winds come in the afternoon here in the Dakotas and into western Nebraska. But that'll dissipate into the night. Some winds up here in the mountains, but like I said, nobody's really bass fishing up there, right? So that's going to be Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, again, very calm morning, really nice. Throw some top water, walking baits right now, frogs over grass, guys. Going to be killer. And then Sunday evening, you're going to have some winds pushing eastern Montana. The rest of the country looking pretty stellar, 5 to 15 mile an hour at the most. A little bit here in the desert, but that's windy. There's no bass there. Anyway, just go to Las Vegas to gamble, right? So, I mean, you do have Lake Mead. So if you're fishing Lake Mead, it might be windy on Sunday afternoon. But the rest of the country looks fantastic, guys. This is the weekend to get out there and fish. The only thing that's going to be killing you is it's going to be sunny in most places. And so that could make it a little bit tough, but the fish should be biting. It's that time of year. All right, guys, looking at our temperatures for Saturday and Sunday. And as you can see, the whole country is pretty darn warm. Up to 70 degrees up here in Maine, 60s and 70s. 70s and 80s all the way through here from Canada, south all the way to Texas. Okay, so 70s and 80s through this whole swath. Little cool patch here in Ohio. Still not bad, though. 63 degrees, that's pretty nice. Just that low pressure system kicking some cold air down, but warm in Florida, 90 degrees like it is always, humid as hell. And down in Texas, kind of cooled off. It was in the hundreds. You're down in the 90s now, which is really nice. Desert starting to get into that summer pattern here, 100 degrees in Death Valley, Western California, but along the coast, really nice. So, guys, like I said, get out there and fish. Make sure you have your sunscreen on, though, because it's going to be a hot one. Let's look at Sunday. So Sunday looks basically exactly the same. Maybe a little bit cooler here in the northeast. As that pushes out to sea, it's going to kick back some cool air here. But you're still sitting in the 50s to 60s, which is really nice. Actually, not too bad to be fishing. Throw on a hoodie, get out there and just waylay them. Again, 80s all the way. Look how far that goes north. I mean, up into way North Canada. So you guys are going to be catching all your pike. It's going to be great. It's basically the same map. 100 degrees over here, 90 over here, and 80s through the middle. So get out there and fish. That's all I can say. The weather looks fantastic. This is one of the best weekends we've had for the anglers to be comfortable. Like I said, maybe doesn't make the bite as good because you need that cloud cover, but hopefully just a little breeze on the water, make those fish bite. Should be an awesome weekend to fish. Fish absolutely love that.
Oh my gosh!
Guys, welcome back to Forecast to Fish, and this week we're going to be talking about smallmouth fishing. The smallmouths are spawning in some areas, and those fish are super easy to catch, to be honest. If you can find them, sight fish them, they'll bite almost anything. But for post-spawn smallmouth, what they're going to do, and to find smallmouth almost any time of the year besides maybe the spawn, is you want to find transitions, whether that's from weed to rock to a different type of rock to sand, rock to mud, whatever it is. Smallmouth love edges. They love transitions. So this is just an example here. This is at Wilson Lake down in Kansas. Had a tournament here earlier this year. Absolutely blanked. Let's see if we can find a little bit. Here we go. This is a perfect example. So when I'm looking for smallmouth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google Earth like this, and I'm going to back up the map so I can see what the water is when it's low or what it looks like. So as you can see, you have lots of different little areas for these smallmouth to be. This rock edge right here where it ends and turns to sand or mud, this is a fantastic spot if they want to be shallow. You have a rock patch here, so there's an edge all around that, and they're going to love that. There's a rock pile here, same thing. If this, let's say this is a weed patch underwater, all these edges are fantastic. Or if you can find a nice hole in the weeds, doesn't really show here. Let's say it, like this little cut right here would be fantastic. But basically, find areas where there's transitions. Find a pile of boulders, like right here, and find the bigger boulders amongst the smaller ones. Anything that stands out, anything that's different, the smallmouth love that. They're going to sit on that. They're going to use it as a place to ambush and feed. Guys, this is the time of the year to get out after them. If you guys haven't gone smallmouth fishing, find the nearest body of water near you that has them and go crack a few, because they're some of the hardest fighting fish. Look right here. You have this flat, dark rock that transitions into this light-colored rock. This is a great spot. There's a guy fishing it on the map. What else do you want, guys? So get out and catch some smallmouth. They're super fun to catch. They fight like crazy. I've got a tournament on McConaughey on the 7th, so I'm super excited, looking forward to that. It's going to be a smallmouth smash fest, so that's how you catch smallmouth, guys. Go out there, throw a drop shot like flatworm, or maybe like a little tube or something. You can't go wrong. They bite like crazy. They're fun and easy to catch, so guys, check them out. That's been Forecast to Fish. Stay tuned for the next one.
Watch the lure. You're getting very sleepy. When I snap my fingers, you will tell me your favorite forage species. Gizzard shad. Turns out the subject likes an oily species with no rattles. This is the tip of the week with Dr. Bass.
Hey guys, welcome back to everybody's favorite segment, or maybe it's just my favorite segment. It's the Beyond Braid's Baits of the Week. You guys know what it is. Go to beyondbraid.com and use code BPC10 at checkout to get 10% off any item over there. They've got the best braided line on the market right now. It doesn't get wind knots at all. It's super smooth. It casts so nice. Literally check it out. It's really good. If you want to get some and you don't want to pay for it, enter the giveaway and we'll get you some free stuff. So what we have, we're going to review these baits from earlier in the week. They still apply for sure. Spawning areas. This can be for smallmouth or largemouth. And that's the NetBait bait fuel Rascal. And this thing's awesome. It's got that hex body, which absolutely is soaked with bait fuel, and it's got the kicking craws. This is great on a Texas rig. You can throw it on a shaky head. You can free rig it, whatever you want to do, but this thing catches giants. Just picked up a bunch of packs this spring and been using them. They're really great. Post spawn areas. If you guys haven't tried a Japanese yellow magic popper, it's the best popper on the market because it walks the dog unbelievably, and it has some fantastic colors. This is their Wakasagi, I believe it's called. Looks like a little bluegill or something in the water, but they absolutely destroy this thing this time of year. They think it's going to eat their fry, whatever it is. I don't know, but they eat it. So pick one up over at Tackle Warehouse or wherever you get your tackle. Early summer areas, I like to bring back an early spring pattern, and that's to throw lipless crankbaits in grass. And the 6 Cents Duke, which came out last year or the year before, is one of the new great grass stripping baits, guys. This black and blue color is a color that fish don't see a lot. And so we're going to zoom way in. Wow, I must be excited. Let's back up a little. Anyway, so that's a bait. It's a color that the fish do not see often, this black and blue. So I like to throw that around. Or a bluegill color or something bright chartreuse works really good even. Throw it in the grass. Tick the tops of the grass. You get hung up, rip it out of there, and you're going to get some of the most ferocious strikes you've ever felt in your life. So that's the baits of the week, guys. Go to beyondbraid.com. Give them some love. Use code BPC10 to let them know where you came from. And pick you up some awesome braid to throw these baits on, guys. Thanks for watching.
With calm weather and active bass, this might be the best fishing weekend we've had all year. Make sure you guys comment where you're fishing and what you're seeing. Like the video and subscribe so that you can enter the giveaway from Beyond Braid. Guys, this is going to be a great weekend. I'll see you on the water. Tight lines.